Okay, you guys are seeing me in all my glory first thing in the morning, but I've had many requests for me to do my updated Biologique Recherche Routine. So I'm going to start with my morning routine. And yes, this is a brand that I have used for several years now. And I thought I would just go through my kind of updated morning routine. I am pretty darn loyal to Biologique Recherche. Yes, I will admit, of course, I tinker a teeny bit, but this is sort of my tried and true, everything I use every day, and I just thought I would go through that. So first we're going to pull back the old hair. So quick little disclaimer before we move forward is that I'm not telling anybody to follow my regime whatsoever. In fact, I'm going to give you the contact of my BR guru, that is BISMA down at Artisan Beauty in Atlanta. But I'm just sharing, since this has been requested, if I would do an updated AM and PM skincare routine. I'm just sharing with you. Everybody spends money in different ways. So yes, I do invest in skincare. It's just kind of my thing. I'm a junkie, so just know that ahead of time. So again, I'm just kind of sharing, but I am by no means an expert. I'm just sharing what has been working for me and my particular skin. Okay, so first things first, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I am 52 years old. I have dry skin and I am prone to rosacea. So I'm mentioning that because the other day I used a product that was not good for me. And so you will see I've got little remnants of almost a little outbreak. I'm not sure if you can see, but a little bit of inflammation underneath the skin, and so we are kind of treating that right now. So basically, you guys, first things first is I use a creamy cleanser, and I actually have all three of the creamy cleansers from Biologique Recherche. So when it is winter time, I tend to use the late EV. This one's going to be more hydrating, a little bit creamier. And then I have the late VIP02, and this has an oxygenating property. It is fantastic for, like, if you live in a big city and you're around a lot of smog and stuff, kind of brightening. And I really love this one too. And then my daughter and I both love Late U. And again, this is just a fantastic creamy cleanser. So switching to a creamy cleanser was a huge game changer for me, especially as I was trying to kind of heal my rosacea prone skin. So my personal routine is about being gentle to the skin, not stripping it, not doing anything too aggressive, because I just have that kind of sensitive, fussy kind of skin. So although I am intrigued by all sorts of treatments out there, I tend to not go there because my skin doesn't like it. So what I do is I'm going to take Late EV and I take the creamy cleanser and I put it on dry skin. So when I am popping in the shower and stuff, I will, oftentimes you're not supposed to wash your face in the shower. It's too much heat. So I will cleanse my skin after I take a shower. But for the purposes of today, we are going to kind of massage this creamy cleanser. And again, you guys, whenever I touch my face, you're going to see that it gets a little red, but I will pull this down. And yes, I'm one of those people that wears their jewelry to bed. Sorry if this is bothering some of you. I'm just showing you the true deal. So I will lift up my jewelry and bring down that cleanser down to the décolleté. And I'll just take a couple minutes, you guys, and kind of really massage this in to my skin. Then I am going to go rinse this off, and again, for the purposes of this video, the lighting in my bathroom is like terrible, so I'm just going to be telling you I'm going to be splashing kind of some lukewarm water, never hot water. I'm just going to kind of splash that on and make sure that all of the cleanser is taken off, and I'll be right back for step 2. Okay, my skin is cleansed and it is not stripped, so that's what I love about it. And then I'm going to use my toner, and I am a big Lotion P50 fan. I have used this again for years, and the one that I use in the morning is Lotion P50 Pigum 400. So this particular form of the Lotion P50 is targeted towards hyperpigmentation. So I use this in the AM, and then in the PM, I use the Lotion P50V 1970 version, which has a touch of phenol in it. Again, that's sort of a controversial ingredient, so you get to do you, but this one just seems to work the best for my skin. It's a little touch gentler than the original version, and as I have said in previous BR videos, this is not really a fluffy brand. Like, the products do not smell super luxurious. Like, they have like kind of a natural essence to them. For instance, this has like apple cider vinegar in here, and you will be smelling some of those kind of ingredients. One of my fellow BR friends, we always laugh because some of them smell like fish sauce or soy sauce. Someone was saying the Vernex smelled like banana bread. So anyways, it is a fantastic, effective brand, but it does not smell like super what you think of as sort of luxe kind of products. So what I do is, you're supposed to start from the décolleté, and then you're supposed to dab, dab, dab. So you just want to lightly dab your skin, and this is kind of what I call taking my skin to the gym, and it's just going to invigorate and basically tone and exfoliate my skin gently. So I'm just going to kind of work up my skin, and again, I am just dab, dab, dabbing. So this step is going to basically kind of balance my pH levels on the skin, and I just find that it kind of invigorates. Okay, then after I tone, I like to start rehydrating the skin. I love to use the Biologique Little Mist. This also has a touch of vitamin C, vitamin A in it. So if you are used to using a vitamin C, which I was, this still has some of that. So kind of weaning myself off the vitamin C when I do my BR regime was a little bit tougher. And so this actually contains some of that good elements, just in a less potent form. So what I will do is I will spritz my face with this before I put on my serums, and just kind of get a little hydration going there. Now my current little serum cocktails are serum A glyca, and this is really going to fortify the skin. It's going to help with the skin barrier, and I do like a 30-day cycle, or 1 bottle worth of this cycle, and then take a break from it. So because we're coming into the holidays and I might be eating a little bit more sugar than I normally do, BISMA and I thought that this would be a good time to go through a cycle of serum A glyca. So basically, sugar is the devil. Sugar not only wreaks havoc on your body, it has no nutritional value, but it also is going to break down the collagen in your skin. It's going to cause wrinkles, and we know we don't want that. So I will use serum A glyca, and I will just take a few little drops like that. And you guys, these serums are very watery. And you just sort of press them into the skin, and you'll see in a minute I do a little bit of rolling action. after I put those on. So these serums are very active and I just use a little. I don't find that I need to use a ton. And then this is being discontinued. I'm going to flash up the name of it because for some reason I can't speak this morning. So I'm going to say splenotamine. See, I can't talk. I need coffee. This one does not smell good whatsoever, but it is super firming to the skin. So I'm kind of sad that they are discontinuing this one. But basically, I use this to firm up my skin. This is the one that doesn't smell too wonderful. But I do have to say, I can feel the firming effect when I use this. So if firming is one of your issues and you can get your hands on this serum, I do highly recommend it. It feels super nice to the skin and it does give me some temporary firming effect, which I do enjoy. Now again, you guys, I'm aging. The skin is starting to droop and such. So there's no miracle cream or miracle product that's going to kind of take that away. But I do feel like, yes, it may give me a temporary lift that will kind of raise my spirits. Then I use colostrum, and this is like basically always in my repertoire. So colostrum is all about hydration. And again, for myself with my skin type, I found that the more hydrated I can be, the more I focus on hydration for my skin, the better my skin behaves. So basically, I would say hydration, hydration, hydration is the key here. So at this point is when I will take my roller. Now, this one happens to be from Chantecaille. I'm afraid it may be sold out, but basically even a jade roller, whatever roller, what I like to do is just sort of penetrate those little serums into my skin. So I will just take this and I like to just kind of take a minute to do a little lymphatic kind of depuffing. And this is going to invigorate the skin so well. Next step is I kind of let those serums kind of sink into the skin. If you can wait a minute, it's fantastic to just kind of let it do its magic. So then I will first put on some sort of lip. So I am going to use BioKiss today. I also love the Chantecaille lip potion, but I like to put on kind of a nice, super hydrating kind of lip product. I'm feeling a little bit dry here. Now for eyes, I actually use Chantecaille little cocktails. So this is my daily eye kind of potion, and I will use this serum just like this, and I will kind of give myself a little depuffing as well. And I kind of like to take this all the way up and give myself like a fake little eye lift up here. And I may be getting asked, but yes, I do use Chantecaille products as well. So I will use that, and then I'll take my ring fingers, you guys, and just kind of pat that serum in. And as I said, I kind of like to give myself a little eye lift here. And then I will take my stress concentrate. This is like my favorite little eye underneath. I have not actually used Biologique eye cream. So if you have, let me know what you think about it. But I have just always used several different ones. Like I like the La Mer, I like the Clé de Peau, kind of those kind of thick buttery ones. But basically I'll take a little bit of my stress concentrate, and then I take a couple seconds to kind of massage that underneath the eyes. And yes, I need to go get my eyebrows waxed, but just kind of sticking close to home right now. Okay, next is moisturizer, and I kind of have different routines for different days. So when my skin is not irritated after using something that may not have been wonderful for my skin, I will use cream VIP02 mixed with a little creme pigum 400. So this is the glow maker. This is my favorite ever. I use just a dab, you guys, but this one is supposed to help pigmentation. It has a buttery like texture. I'll put a little bit of this on because it also makes your skin glow like mad. And then the cream VIP02 is a great moisturizer. This again has sort of an oxygenating property in it. It's fantastic if you live in a kind of bustling city with pollution and such. This is usually like more of my summer combination. As I'm coming into winter, I'm going for the Big Daddy. And the Big Daddy is the creme msr-h. Now this one I love. It is an expensive cream, but it is amazing. It's basically for any hormonal bees out there. Maybe you're not a bee, but hormonal kind of ladies. This is super hydrating. You only need a teeny bit, like that's about a pea size, and it's just hydrating. My skin always just feels so balanced. So to me, this is just something that I don't use every single day, but my skin really likes it. And when I have not been super nice to my skin, maybe trying too much product, I will use this, and it always calms my skin down. It's got like some yam extract in this, and it's just very soothing for anybody who's kind of going through some hormonal issues. So I find it hydrating, rich. It's going to give me a little bit of a glow as well. And I will just kind of bring that up. Now, what I have found with Biologique Recherche is if you are 50 years old, you're probably going to be recommended this cream or Biofixine. So I've actually had a facial at a Biologique Recherche spa. And of course, this was recommended to me after working with BISMA, who is at Artisan Beauty. She's super helpful about creating a routine for you that does not have to blow the budget. So if you have ever taken a peek at the Biologique Recherche line, it can seem very overwhelming. There's tons of products out there, so I always like, why are they recommending the most expensive cream? There's all these other different creams, and I do have to tell you, I have worked through some of them, and I still have to tell you, I do love this. I just use it sparingly. This is what I'm usually gifted for Christmas. And again, if you use it just a little bit, you will see in my evening routine, I use a different kind of cream. So thus this will last me quite some time. And as I said, I have some other ones that I rotate through. The other one that I can recommend during the winter time is Dermo RL. That's going to be a really like thick, luxurious kind of hydrating cream that's going to really protect the barrier. So this one, although expensive, is really going to be dealing with kind of hormonally stressed skin. It's super hydrating, and I just find it's just and I just find that my skin really likes it. So a little goes a long way, and you'll see it's giving me a little bit of a glow. But otherwise, what I would recommend is you reach out to BISMA because she can work with you. Now, I cannot live without my Pigum 400. This one gives you the most beautiful glow. It's going to help with pigmentation. And so I just use like a teeny bit, you guys. And I oftentimes, not normally when I use this cream, but I just want to show you that it's going to give my skin the most beautiful glow. And I think sometimes you guys are like, what kind of glowy product are you using? And I'm actually like, it's my skincare. Now, another thing I want to mention is that I didn't purchase all these products all at once. I am kind of on a monthly regime where I will pick up 1 or 2 products a month that I will have in my arsenal to help with budgeting for my skincare. So, as I said, I'm someone who doesn't do well with a lot of treatments. My skin is very fussy, and I've had some kind of not such good results with that. So I tend to invest in the actual skincare in my daily routine. Okay, so after this, in the Biologique Recherche protocol, then you would top with a finishing serum. Right now what I am using is the serum TEWL, and this is actually a really nice oil, and can be in place of your serum, or you could add it into your moisturizer. But I will take a couple of these drops just like this. That's actually a little bit too much. And then I'm going to put that on top, and that's going to be my finishing serum, and it's going to kind of give like a protective barrier to my skin. So I will just take this, and this is lovely kind of mixed into a moisturizer. You can put it on top as well. And I just find this to be kind of soothing and calming to the skin, as well as during the winter I need a little extra kind of oomph. So okay, so there we have that, and then we're going to come to the final step of my skincare routine, and as I've said many times before, this is the most important piece of the puzzle, and that is my SPF. And yep, you guys, I am still a lover of the Glow Skin Beauty. This is the Solar Shade SPF 50. I have now used this for I think 3 years consistently. I personally feel no need to switch. I buy this from Frisco Beauty. I'm on subscription. I love Christine. She's amazing. And I do have a code Abby20 if you're interested in trying this out. But it is my favorite SPF. Again, my skin is fussy, and especially with SPF. And this is a mineral-based SPF, and I just find it sinks into my skin and it just works perfectly. So we're going to put a big old dose of this on my skin. So I use a nice amount, you guys, and you'll see it's going to have a little bit of a white cast when we first put this on. So don't worry, it is going to rub into my skin, but basically I'm going to take this. I'm going to rub this into the skin, and I actually do find it very calming to my skin. And give it a minute. I know I look like a little bit of a white ghost, but this is the most important part of my routine. I seriously wish that I had been better about SPF when I was younger. I take any extra of that SPF and I rub it on my hands here behind the ears. And even though I live in Portland, Oregon, where we have lack of sun for a certain part of the year, it is super important to wear your SPF just regardless. And you're not getting enough SPF in your makeup, you truly do need to use a separate SPF just for that purpose. So I really highly recommend Glow Skin Beauty Solar Shade SPF 50. It is my ultimate SPF and I just love it. So this concludes my morning routine. What I will do next is go fix my hair, get dressed, and then I will be putting on makeup. But I just wanted to go ahead, do a little updated kind of skincare routine if you are interested in the brand of Biologique Recherche. I know that it can be super overwhelming. So the first things I want to recommend is that you start with a creamy cleanser, and again, it doesn't have to be from this brand, but any kind of gentle cleanser that's not going to strip your skin. I think that's a fantastic first start. Then the Lotion P50. I do want to give a little public service announcement here, and that is the original Lotion P50 version was way too strong for my skin. So I initially purchased that. It was all the rage and I was like, I've got to try that. Well, it burned my skin off. It was like basically like a red tomato, way too strong for my skin. So I highly recommend again that you reach out to BISMA or somebody else who actually works for the Biologique Recherche line and really ask them what would be the appropriate strength to start. I would rather have you start at a lower level of this kind of liquid exfoliant and then work yourself up versus, you know, going directly to the big daddy. That is not the goal. My skin does fantastic with the V version, which is more of the middle strength. That is what my daughter also uses, and I just have to say that is perfect. In the morning I will use the Pigum 400, and then in the evening I will use the Lotion P50 B version at night. So just wanted to give you a heads up with that. I originally did not like Lotion P50, didn't understand the hype until I finally got the version that was correct for my skin, type. Then the other thing is it's kind of confusing with the serums, which I totally understand, and again, highly recommend reaching out to BISMA because she can help you figure that out. So I will tell you one thing is the serums do what they say they're going to do. So that means like if it's colostrum, it says that it's hydrating, that's going to be hydrating to the skin. If it says it's going to be firming, then that's going to be firming to the skin. So just trying to kind of analyze your skin and what you're trying to focus on, that will help you kind of narrow down. And you do not have to use 3 different kind of serums as well. This is again something that I've kind of rotated through. I do always have colostrum in my particular regime because I need more hydration. And then as far as the moisturizers, I'm always on the hunt to find the perfect one at a little lower price level. I do really enjoy this creme msr-h. As I said, I usually get it as a little gift during the holiday season, and then I eke it out for a bit. Okay, so that is my morning routine. I will be doing my PM routine as well, and I do a few different things. I have a few different combinations, so I'll talk about that in that video. But I hope this was helpful. As always, I always love to know if you are a Biologique Recherche fan, what are your favorite products? I'm always game to trying new ones, or I have samples of them that I'll pull out. But I would love to know like what your favorite cream is by Biologique Recherche. I don't think I have completely landed on my be-all end-all cream yet, so I would love to know that. And then any other tips and tricks. I love learning from you guys as well. So I'm going to go get ready and put on some makeup on this face, but I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll be back with another video soon.